Yeah. Jay-Z, I do like a lot of his stuff. Yeah, some bangers. We'll put him in the B. J. Cole, I like a lot of his stuff, but he has some misfires as well. We'll put him in a B. Jeff Buckley. Yeah, I mean, he obviously only had the one proper album. I think he had one posthumous album that was almost like a compilation of unreleased stuff. So I think that kind of almost stops him from going to S, but Grace is a great album. Put him in A tier. Yeah, I'll skip that. Yeah, skip that. Juice WRLD. I believe he's the one that had the music festival. That was a total disaster. I'm not overly familiar with his music. I guess we'll skip. Justin Bieber. He has some stuff that I don't want to use guilty pleasure, but songs uh, that I get a kick out of. Like, what's the one song? It's that Love Yourself song. I forget the name of it. But there's that line that I always get a kick out of. Um, my mom don't like you and she likes everyone. I think that's the line. Um, but yeah, I'm not a super huge fan. Baby, baby, no, you get a D. We'll go D. Justin Timberlake. Yeah, I don't particularly like him. Some of his songs I don't hate. Um, I really think it's unfair to Janet Jackson that she got a lot of flack and he didn't, and he got to play again. Um, but I guess I go based exclusively on the music and not the fact that he's an asshole. Well, give him a C. Yeah, I'll give a C. Kanye. This is a complicated one because I actually do like a lot of his music and albums. Yeah, so I based it just strictly on the music, it would be an A or B, maybe a B, because a lot of what he's done lately has been not good. But as an individual, big time F. Yeah, I'll give him a C tier. Acknowledge that he has put out some important music before he went off the rails. I think I might have accidentally. No, I think that was just. No, I think I accidentally hit D. Oh well. Katy Perry. Yeah, I mean, we'll go D because she has some catchy songs, but yeah, she's Katy Perry. We'll go D. Keith Urban. I mean, talented individual, not really my cup of tea, but we'll give him a C. Kelly Clarkson. Since you've been gone. He's kind of a banger. Um, don't really listen to a lot of her stuff, but we'll give her a C. Kendrick Lamar, yeah, all-time fave, definite GOAT. We'll give him an S. Kesha, don't mind some of her stuff. I'm glad. I think she's kind of has gotten a little bit more creative control lately. Um, and she's someone who you want to root for when you consider the drama with Dr. Luke there. But yeah, overall, I don't think I can go above a C. Khaled, don't mind what I know of him, so C. Okay, we'll go C. Um, yeah, I don't think I'm familiar enough to rate, so we'll skip. Kiss. They do have some catchy songs I don't mind, but I'm kind of conflicted with how I feel about them overall. I want rock and roll all night. Yeah, they're more of a marketed brand than a band, but they're successful. And they do have some songs that I don't mind. We'll give them a C. Chord. I mean, as far as new metal bands go, they're better than most, and they're definitely Kick Limp Bizkit's ass. And they have some songs I don't mind. I'm just a freak on the leash. Da-da-da-da, you gotta see. Yeah, Kylie Minogue. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not super familiar. Not a big fan from what I know, but we'll give it a see. Lady Gaga. She just has some stuff I like, and I like what she did with Tony Bennett. We'll give her a B. US Capaldi. I only know a couple of the songs, and that one song in particular, This Irritates Me and's overplayed, but he's better than Black Eyed Peas, so he gets a D. Little Baby. I think I only know one song, or it's a couple songs, but there was one song, The Big Picture. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's a pretty good protest song that came out in 2020 about the Black Lives Matter movement. But I'm not familiar enough with him to go above a C. Like I got way too many C's here. But you get a C. Lil Nas X. Not a big fan. And Old Town Road. It's overplayed. I do like the fact that he sampled Nine Inch Nails, but so he won't get an F, but you know what? There was way too many C's, so he gets a D. Little Uzi Vert. I'll give him a C. Little Rain. I know he's an influential rapper, but I've never got too into him. So for rap aficionados, this is probably going to be a hot take, but he gets a C. Little Yachty. Give him an F. I don't know. I didn't really like his alternative rock album. Yeah. Okay, I'll give him a D. Okay, I really wish the ads wouldn't do that. This is really going to be an unpolished video. It's probably going to be a lot of mess, but we'll keep going. Linkin Park. There's some songs I don't hate. So we'll go with C. I mean, it's, the ad wasn't there because a lot of this is getting blocked. But yeah, we got Little Mix. We'll skip. Lizzo. There's some stuff that I don't hate. We'll give it a C. Gold. I don't mind some of the songs. Royals is a bit overplayed. It's not terrible. We'll give it a C, but yeah, I realize I have too many C's. Luke Combs. The only thing I'm familiar with is the song Fast Cars, the Tracy Chapman cover, which he doesn't do anything with. It's a pretty faithful rendition. I guess the good thing about it is that it introduced Tracy Chapman to a new audience, and I did watch the Grammy performance. Um, and that was a cool moment because he seemed to be really excited to be up there with her. So C's getting really crowded, but we'll put him in C. Mac Mill. I do like some of his stuff. B minus or C plus. We'll give him a B minus. Madison Beer, not familiar enough, so we'll do a skip. But Dada, yeah, that's some stuff that I don't hate. Live to Tell's a great song. Do you like that song? But she also has some stuff that I'm not overly into. It's not my bag, but she's an influential artist. So yeah, we'll give her a B. Yeah, not familiar enough to rate, so we'll skip. Mariah Carey, talented artist, but just can't get into her. She actually did do a alternative rock album, like a that was unreleased. Had some of like the outtakes on YouTube and it was kind of cool. So it's too bad that was never released. But overall, I'm not a big fan. I do hate that Christmas song, but it is better than Black Eyed Peas. And what else do we have under F? Um, yeah, better than everything in F. So we'll go D for better than Black Eyed Peas. So you get a D. Okay, Marina, we'll skip. We wish we can get rid of ads with this. Mazzy Star. Yeah, I really like Mazzy Star. Fading to Use all time classic. So yeah, we'll get on a My Chemical Romance. I don't mind some of this stuff. Was the album called Black Parade? I'm trying to remember the name of it. So I'm not super familiar. So I'm not familiar enough to go above a C. Um, so yeah, I guess this will be C here. Megan Thee Stallion. Um, I don't mind what I know of her, so we'll give her a C. I think we got like way too many C's here. Okay, Metallica. Early on in the career, if I was going by their first four, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Justice for All, that would be A plus. But then they kind of uh, there's a big drop in quality after that. So maybe we'll do a B. Metro Boomin. I know he's kind of important. I think in trap music, and I think he does a lot of production work and stuff, but I'm not super familiar. So maybe we'll just skip. MF Doom, great underground rapper. Rest in peace. We'll give him an A. Machine Gun Kelly. Apparently, Bob Dylan does some like narrating for like an album or video or something, which I don't get why. But yeah, I do not like Machine Gun Kelly. So you get an F. Michael Jackson. This is a complicated one. Um, because I don't really like him as a person. Musically, some of the stuff's overplayed, and there's some songs I don't particularly like. But he was a genius for it's an overplayed album, but some of the songs are bangers. Um, Billie Jean, okay, you get an A. Migos, yeah, not really my cup of tea, but I don't hate them, so they'll get a C. Barry Cyrus, this is complicated. Um, Definitely not a fan of like the Hannah Montana stuff. Do you like the fact that she kind of developed beyond that? Like she kind of really tried to establish her own identity with mixed results. Like some of this stuff just is not very good, but she does have songs that I legitimately like. And she actually has a pretty good rock voice, but she does do more rock oriented tunes. We'll give her a C. Yeah, not familiar enough to rate, so we'll do a skip. Nas, yeah, GOAT rapper, so we'll give him an S. Tasha Bedingfield. She the one that does that song that gets played at graduation. Is it Unwritten or something? I think so. Don't know if I'm familiar enough to rate, but so we'll do a skip. Neo, yeah, I know some of his stuff, and I think he was a judge on like a show or something, but I think Can Dance, I forget. Um, but not enough to rate, so we'll do a skip. And I really wish you wouldn't do that, internet. So yeah, we'll do a skip there. Neil Diamond. This is a complicated one. Lots of his stuff is schmaltzy, but he does have stuff I have to admit that I like. Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. I guess you go into the beach. Yeah. Harry Furtado, I'm like a bird. Da, 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 da. I guess we gotta see. Nelly, it's getting hot in here, but I don't really like your music. Get a D. Okay, enough for me, I'll have to wait. Oops, I accidentally hit skip on Nickelback. I probably would have put them in. I think they do get slagged a bit too much, but I probably would put them in a D, but I did accidentally skip them. Nicki Minaj, kind of mix on her. Yeah, I'm not a keen fan, so we'll put her in D. Nirvana, easy S. Nirvana is like a musical gateway drug for me, and a lot of the music I kind of got into. Nirvana was the starting point. Stuff that I heard, I don't mind. It's kind of generic, so I'm not super into it, but we can probably give them a C. Olivia Rodrigo, probably between a B and C. I do like the driver's license song. Um, we'll give her a B. One Direction. Guess as far as boys bands go, they're better than most. A couple of them had decent solo careers. We'll go C. Outcast, Easy S. Love Outcast. Panic at the Disco. Don't hate them, but don't love them. Get a C. Papa Roach. The only thing I think of right away is This Is My Last Resort. I guess it's good enough for a C. Paramore. Don't mind go C, but my C's getting really crowded. Yeah, it looks like 40% are C's, but I guess that's appropriate. C is average. Um, so who do we have next? Paul McCartney. Uh, obviously, wrote a lot of great songs with the Beatles. I'm kind of mixed with the solo stuff. I hate Surrey Love songs, but he has had some great songs as well. Live and Let Die, Bread on the Run. But yeah, as far as Beatles solo stuff, probably actually prefer both John Lennon and George Harrison. So he's a bit of a mixed bag. So I'll give him a B. Phil Collins. A lot of stuff I hate, but he does have songs I like. In the Air Tonight's a great song, but I don't know if it's enough to redeem the stuff I hate. I don't really like Phil Collins era Genesis. I don't really like Genesis either because I'm not a big Progressive rock fan. But I probably do prefer Peter Gabriel Genesis. Definitely prefer Peter Gabriel solo. Sorry, Phil. You get a C. Phoebe Bridgers. I do like a lot of her stuff, and I like Boy Genius. It's either B plus or A minus. I'll go B plus. Pink. She's better than a lot of like pop singers. I do like a lot of her stuff. Some of the stuff's a little bit too poppy. One thing I like that she did, I think it's called You and Me, I forget, but it's something that I don't think a lot of people know about. She did an album with Dallas Green, who's known as Living in Color. Um, but yeah, I like her better. She has more depth than a lot of pop singers. So we'll give her a B. Pink Panthers, not really familiar enough to rate, so we'll skip. Pitbull, Easy F, Playboy Cardi. Never really got into, so we'll go C. Polo G, not familiar enough to rate. Pop Smoke, yeah, not familiar enough to rate. Post Malone, I mostly dislike him, but he did do a live stream of like Nirvana songs that was actually pretty good. But overall, I'm not really a big fan. I don't like the right rappers doing country songs, but he's better than Black Eyed Keys. So Black Eyed Keys, sorry. I wanted the Black Keys to be on there. He's better than Black Eyed Peas, so he gets a D. Prince, I actually did a deep dive with Prince, and it's a tricky one because he has such a big body of work and he's not a good self-editor. He does have a lot of kind of mid albums, but he also has some of the best music of all time in Purple Rain, one of the best albums of all time, very important, influential artist. So I will go an S. Psy, I just know Gangnam Style. Don't know if it's enough to really rate him. I mean, Gangnam Style is catchy but annoying. So yeah, we'll give him a D. Creed, a bit mixed on Creed. Anytime I try to listen to a Creed album, I've never got into any of their albums, but they do have a lot of classic songs. Freddie Mercury is obviously a great singer. Um, hopefully I'm not slagged here, but yeah, I won't give him a C. I don't think I could do that. But even a B will probably be considered a hot take by some. But B it is. Mama, I just killed a man. I just put you in the B tier. Radiohead, all-time favorite band. Love OK Computer. Easy S. Red Hot Chili Peppers. This one's complicated because there are some songs I don't hate, but I have some stuff that's garbage as well. So D plus or C minus. Okay, I think we'll go C. Rihanna. Don't know if I'm familiar. I do like some of her songs. Umbrella, Ella, Ella, Get a C. Rob Zombie.